All right, so here is your vocabulary story, the history of school in America. Now, as you read this, or as you read it with me, I want you, and your parents can print this out. And if you don't print it out and you're just doing it off the screen, just pay attention to and write down um, your vocabulary words as you see them in the context or in the selection. So here we go. Hopefully you print it out. That's what I would like. But the history of school in America. The very first public school in America opened in 1635. It was called the Boston Latin School, and it was only for boys in grades 7 through 12. Today, the school remains open and is fondly known as the nation's oldest public school. The earliest public school did not teach subjects like reading, writing, and science. The emphasis was on family, religion, and community. Girls were commonly offered a moderate education in comparison to boys, being taught fewer subjects and expected to forfeit a higher education. In the southern states, public schools were not common in the 1600s and 1700s. Prosperous families paid private tutors to come to their homes and teach their children. Public schools in the South were not widespread until after the Civil War. In the 18th century, the country was introduced to common schools. These were one-room schoolhouses with one appointed teacher who taught children in grades K through 8. African American children were segregated and not permitted to attend schools with white children. A law passed in 1954 to end segregation, but it wasn't until the late 1970s that segregation was finally eliminated. Today, all children in America, regardless of their race and gender, have the right to a free and impartial public education. All right, so as you read along, um, find your vocabulary words, underline them. Try to think about what they mean in the context of that interesting little story. So, there you have it. Tadero out.